Marketing Events 2024. I'm Alicia Chamberlain, the Director of the School of Business and Entrepreneurship here at CVCA, and I will be filling the role of MC for the night. Over the course of the past 3 months, these marketing students partnered with local businesses that they love, completed a deep dive into the workings of the business, identified its target market, designed a marketing plan, and developed the marketing materials to go along with it. Tonight is the culmination of their tremendous efforts. Tonight in our main event, each team represents their respective local businesses in a marketing pitch competition with the hopes of walking away with top prizes. We will be giving awards in 2 categories tonight. The People's Choice Award, based on audience popular votes, and the Best Marketing Pitch Awards for second in place that will be chosen by our expert judging panel. Before we get started with the main event, however, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our local businesses. Without their generosity, none of this would be possible. Each business made themselves available to our students, answering any and all questions they had, and opened up about their businesses and livelihoods to them. Regardless of the outcome, I know each student presenting tonight would agree that they learned so much through being able to collaborate with such tremendous business owners and representatives as those represented tonight. Be sure to take some time to check out these businesses and show your support. Go to their websites, go to their stores, buy their products, services, go to their events, share with the world. A business willing to give so graciously to their community and that delivers such incredible services and products as these is more than worthy of our support. I'd like to introduce each business now and would like the business representatives to stand and be recognized for their tremendous contributions to these students if they are present. Thank you to Zach Harris of Bob's Barbershop, Kaylee Cobb of Cafe Arnone, Eileen Newcomb of Common Grounds Cafe, Don Weddy of DKW Analytics, Rich Fisher of Fisher's Cafe and Pub, Amy Nicholas of Ohio Organics and Nature, Tim Strickland of Strickland's Automotive, Dr. Brent Van Holla of Van Holla Dental, Jack DeBoer of Vision Dental Lab, and Kelly Galambos and Steve Catalano of W3 Wealth Management. And I know some of these will be coming in a little bit. Future businesses, thank you once again for all that you have done to support the efforts of these young men and women. I promise we will learn a lot more about these businesses over the course of this event. In order to have a competition, you first need to have judges. So each year we reach out to marketing professionals from Northeast Ohio to be represented on our panel. This year we're so thankful to have 3 incredibly gifted judges. We are so blessed to have such a talented group of professionals offer their time and expertise to this event, making this a truly authentic experience for our students. I ask each of our judges to send along short bios so we can get to know them a bit better. You can read their full bios in your program. When I introduce each judge, please stand to be recognized. Our first judge is Nate Mucha. Nate Mucha is the principal director at Each and Every, a collaborative design and development studio in Kent, Ohio. In addition to directing the studio, he is associate professor of design at Grove City College and the director of design and visual arts, where he teaches in and oversees the Bachelor of Science in Design and Innovation undergraduate program. Thank you, Nate, for being a part of this panel. Our next judge is Josh Roberts. Josh Roberts is the designer and production lead at Each and Every in Kent, Ohio. He has also worked as a designer at the chapel in Akron and Christ Community Chapel. So please welcome again our judges from Each and Every. But we also want to go ahead and ask you, feel free to reach out and visit the Each and Every website, be amazed by what they do, and consider them for your next marketing and creative project. I have one more guest to introduce to you today. Tonight is a celebration of small businesses and young problem solvers. We are thrilled to be joined by a man that has made a mission of promoting those same ideals through public service. Join me in welcoming the mayor of the city of Cuyahoga Falls, Mayor Don Walters. Mayor Walters is passionate about connecting businesses, schools, local government, and the community to build a better future. Mayor Walters, thank you all for that you have done for Cuyahoga Falls, and thank you for your support of this program here at CVCA. Tonight, Mayor Walters will present our People's Choice Award at the conclusion of the event, as well as sit on our judging panel. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Walters, Nate Josh Roberts as our judge panel, and again, learn more about that in our program. I would also like to take a minute to thank the various marketing and business professionals who served as advisors to the student teams over the course of the last 2 months. You'll see the entire list of this in there. But we had Craig Anderson, Sean Christie, James Holton, Joey Hollabaugh, Octavia Mainu, Amy Mucha, Kristen Nichols, Dr. Deb Owens with the University of Akron, Keith Devils, and Deborah Shirley. So each one of your student teams had a business professional to work with them to guide them as the students reached out. So part of this has also been learning to partner with professionals and have that communication. And so I'm excited for all that they've run through doing that. So for those of you who advised, thank you so much. Your time and patience and expertise has been invaluable in helping our students grow and learn. And now, time for our main event. You are about to hear 10 presentations, each representing one of our featured local businesses, as students will pitch a marketing campaign that they believe will move the needle for their respective businesses if implemented. Following each group's presentation, we will have a short Q&A with our judging panel. Following all 10 presentations, we will break for judging. At that time, you will then have a chance to vote for a People's Choice Award as audience members at the conclusion of those presentations. So we will vote for that during the break, and I'll give you further instructions there. Without further delay, please join me in welcoming our first group to the stage. DKW Analytics, presented by Owen Debbie, Chase Jeffries, Michael Joyce, and Jacob Schwartzberg.
Hi, I'm Jacob Schwartzberg. This is Chase Jeffries, Michael Joyce, and Owen Debbie, and our company is DKW Analytics. DKW is founded DKW is founded in 2018 and is an online data science consulting firm that covers over 10 industries. And it is ran completely by Donald Redding himself. Mr. Redding has a PhD in machine learning and artificial intelligence, plus 5 master's degrees in both engineering and management, plus 1 bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. He also taught and designed courses at Liberty, Northwestern, and Akron. Some strengths of DKW are a wide range of analytical knowledge, a knowledge of coding, and 8+ degrees in different levels. The target market of DKW would be medium to large size businesses looking for data analytics. DKW has worked with companies like Toyota USA, FedEx, CVS, and Continental. The message that we bring today is determine the future of your company with DKW Analytics.
As a group, we come up with 3 propositions for market materials and promoting data analytics. These 3 materials are promotional media, website design, and social media. So our first proposal is promotional media, and ideally, this video would be short and sweet while still providing additional information on what DKW Analytics has to offer clients. This video would be made accessible on all the platforms provided on the DKW website. And one immediate advantage of this is that for this material that creating it has potential to be free, and of course you can hire all the free. But as far as tracking goes, Google Analytics utilizes additional DKW to view data such as number of users, approximate geolocation, page views, and general users. Our second proposal consists of small changes within the website, helping information provided more efficient when it comes to showing what Mr. Redding provides and why people are qualified to provide services to our competitors. First, when you go to the homepage, there's a grid of services that it provides. One of the first things noticed by our advisors was that these services do not have explanations about what they are. And so we proposed that we add pop-up signs at the line that we
on something, decided that he could take that and move it to its own video content. And with that, you can also create more video content. As an MT, he is very qualified to give lectures on topics such as AI and other business cycles and other ways, obviously. And so we figured it helps spread his name, reputation, creating small leadership videos, small, things considering current topics, but this can all be tracked through current website creation programs. Usually they provide engagement with clients and viewers. And that's why it's free unless there are add-on links to the website program.
Hi, I'm Owen. I will be talking about social media. So our idea for social media is pretty simple. We would make 2 accounts. One of them would be a professional account for the actual business, and one of them would be a personal account for them. We would use a variety of those. So for business, it would look more like posting about recent projects that you've been working on, or posting like just thought leadership videos, or posting pictures of like recent work events. And then on his personal account, it would look more like making those that show his values of like family and posting about past connections with the various universities that he's worked at, like Liberty, Northwestern, and Akron. So with social media, it's all about exposure. We think that these social media accounts successfully reach our target market because most businesses are on Instagram, and most of the people that we work connect with from Northwestern probably have Instagram accounts. And then, like the main platform we're suggesting is Instagram, but we're working to get on like Twitter or X. And then the best part about this is it's free, so you don't need to pay for your Instagram account, it's all free. To track this, it's also pretty easy. Instagram has a lot of good features, like a professional dashboard with your account overview. So what the professional dashboard does is it just tells you how many accounts you're reaching and like gives you access to business tools like subscriptions, branded content, badges, ads, and more. The account overview just tells you not only how many accounts you're reaching, but how many accounts you're actually engaging, so you can see like who's interacting with your posts to see how well they're actually doing. And that's pretty much it. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Great job. So as far as the social media goes, I know it is free, but do you do paid ads as well to try and hit business to business, or you just use their normal platform? Because I believe you can do paid ads on Facebook as well as others.
Yeah, I mean, you would have the option to do paid ads, but if he doesn't want, I think he expressed like not necessarily wanting to spend money on Instagram, so there's always an option to just not spend any money on all these things.
I think that video content is great. Usually I recommend customer testimonials, case studies, things like that. Based on what he does, I'm curious, is there something that like non-disclosure agreements come out? Like, can you talk about what he does on his website?
Could you further explain any of
Oh, sure, yeah. So like if he's analyzing data for an industrial client, he maybe can't say what he discovered or the results because it could reveal like basically.
so on the website, all of these projects, and I'm sure you can decide whether that's confidential or not. Ultimately, I think that combination of just talking about content and everything is being official intelligence, especially since that's really topic right now, because we need to get that one. These topics that all the businesses are going into is not focusing on specific topics. It's not confidential.
probably a month or so into the project. And so they did a phenomenal job doing that. And the challenges of marketing B2B. So marketing business to business is very, very different from business to consumer. So I'm incredibly proud of the DPW team. Next up, we do have Cafe Arnone. So please join me in welcoming our next group, presented by Aiden Budget, Noah Shindima, Nathaniel Chilton, Joshua Zolan, and Carter Klein.
Hello everyone, welcome. Today we'll be presenting a marketing pitch for Cafe Arnone, an Italian coffee shop located in Fairlawn, Ohio. Today we have Noah Shindima, Nathaniel Chilton, Aiden Budget, Josh Dolan, and of course myself, Carter Klein. Today we're going to be taking 18 offers and opportunities.
Background information, Cafe Arnone is an Italian business located in Fairlawn, Ohio. They were founded in 2014. It was a family integrated family that immigrated here in 1913, and as a result of that, their second and third generations are about to Cafe Arnone. And then we have a very diverse menu of breakfast, brunch, and other premium Italian foods. We have a large dessert menu, including gelato and other pastries, as well as a farm located all the way here. We have a map inside and currently as well as a area to the
Our target market is as follows. We're targeting young students around the age of 20 in the larger Akron area that have a focus on trendy Italian and genuine coffee. They're willing to commute to the location and they've never been here before. Additionally, we're targeting people like older Italian immigrants who have made Arnone a part of their daily routine. They stop there daily for coffee, pastries, breakfast, and we're going to help them take it a step higher. We're ready to help Arnone target both of these target markets effectively, whether they're a young student or whether they are a rising part of their life.
The way in which we're doing this is we're offering a 2-day trip to Italy that's all inclusive. The way you enter is simple. You have any other itinerary items, and then for every additional $10 on top of that, you get another entry. And we actually worked with Shima Travel, which helped give us our fair price assessment of the trip.
All right, so we are trying to connect with our target market because we're using many ways to connect with our target market that provide knowledge of Cafe Arnone, whether they know Cafe Arnone or not. We want to give them the opportunity to experience Cafe Arnone for themselves because of our marketing pitch. We want them to reap the benefits of a trip to Italy, but we also want them to make Cafe Arnone a part of their daily routine. So we really want to get people through the door, and we are offering a trip to Italy as a means to do this. We want them to get through the door, see the quality and the craftsmanship that Arnone provides, and allow us to continue to make more sales in their life, and for them to feel more confident coming to Cafe Arnone in the future. Our current price, currently we are focusing on localized advertisements. This is advertisement that will focus on a general area and try and draw as many people in as we can. We're using it through social media and through in-store advertisement. They have a slideshow in the store and platforms which we can display our advertisements on. We're currently hovering around $4,400 for the total price. This is for two adults to go to Italy for 3 days. That's $3,000 for flights, $900 for a 3-night hotel, and $500 for 2 professional tours. Now, we are partnering with a travel agency that will help to make the cost as efficient and effective as possible. They are localized in Fairlawn and have expressed willingness to work with the organization.
I'm sure you're all wondering, how are we marketing this? We have 3 marketing materials. First of all, we have our Instagram. It is very efficient because it targets both of our ideal customers. The customers in the store and the customers that have not heard of it. So for in the store, it is $0 for 3 posts on Instagram. So you can just post on the site. And for people in the targeted area of Fairlawn, we can set out an ad that is a 10-mile radius in Fairlawn, and it will be 50 cents. Facebook is very similar to this. It targets our older audience who still use Facebook. It is a low cost, as it is only $10 for 1,000 impressions. We will also target a 10-mile radius around the Finally, we have our poster. Our poster targets customers in the store to remind them of our app. And also, if they haven't heard of it, Instagram or Facebook, we'll be able to do all that. Thank you.
In conclusion, we believe this strategy will maximize Cafe Arnone's experience and draw up against brand new customers in the store. At Cafe Arnone, we truly believe this is what makes your morning rewarding. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, I see that you didn't have any tracking on how the clicks were doing on social media, or had you thought about, hey, how often has this been clicked? How often has people, seen the ad, come to the cafe, and then, obviously enter by spending money?
So as you can see here, we are planning on tracking the efficacy of the materials through both app and post interactions, which are visible to the owners. Additionally, we will be asking their consent when they're in the store making the purchase to be entered into the contest. That means that they will be saying, yes, if I earn a trip to Italy, I would like to go. We don't want to throw that in someone's face. At the same time, we can use this to determine how they came to be here. So we can see as many clicks as we get, we can see all those metrics, but through the personal interactions with everyday customers, we will be asking them individually, how did you learn about this promotion, and would you like to be entered into this contest? Now, if they're just learning about it in the store, that's great. That's why we're doing in-store advertisements.
I appreciate the whole promotion. I think that's, I like the idea of that. I'm curious, I'm not from that part of town. What kind of competitors are they up against on a daily basis?
Okay, so their current competitors are pretty typical. It's larger corporations like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. However, Cafe Arnone does have a very competitive edge in the area. They offer extremely unique menu items that you cannot find with their competitors. Additionally, they do have a captured market. They are certainly winning when it comes to local cafes in the area, and it's evident from the inside of their store that they are confident in what they can do, and they have been doing it for a long time. So we have no doubt when it comes to beating the competition that they can and that they have been, and that this will only help them.
Good job. But hold off, I have to renew my passport, first of all. So how long will this contest go? Is it throughout the year, the end of this year? Because after that, you might have to come up with a new one.
Yes.
So how long does it run?
So we're currently planning on running this promotion for about 2 months, because that will maximize the benefit that they are reaping off of this. Based on the costs that we are estimating, along with how many people we think this will draw in, we believe that 2 months is enough time to garner the attention of the local community, those who already go to Arnone, and implement this. Because if we start it now and have the end of the competition in 2 months from now, they will get to experience Italy our peak travel season, and also when China travel, which is the agency we're partnering with, where they would probably be able to work with the trip tax.
You got it.
There we go. For those of you who may not know, there are all these cups of gelato here, judges. You were each given a spoon. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure gelato does not stay frozen for long. So feel free to eat as you are going through all these presentations. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause to the Entrepreneurship team. All right, we've been really excited for what they've had to go through with that. A big part of that was learning how do we market to new customers while also focusing on our existing customers. And so, you do have ones that are regulars. How do you get them excited and continue? But then how do you also draw in new people? I've fallen in love with their coffee. I don't know if you've ever not found a cafe or not, I highly recommend it. It's been wonderful. All right, so our next team coming up is Vision Dental Lab. This team is presented by Hunter Bartels, Eli DeBoer, Carson Joy, and Calvin Warren.
So our business is Vision Dental Lab. Vision Dental Lab is a lab located in Concord, Ohio on Grand Road. It is not our dentist office. What they do at Vision Dental Lab is they work with dentist offices as a manufacturer, providing crowns, bridges, and other sorts of dental ware that go in and out and use something free false arch all. Vision Dental Lab is the highest materials and the newest technology we have to go in and out right now. That is something they value, and that's something that we try and portray to all of our services. For Vision Dental Lab service, we offer a no rush fee for anybody who needs a case done faster. We offer a new client first crown free, and we just try to do the best service that we can offer. For value, the Vision Dental Lab's biggest thing is they value long-lasting relationships with their clients. So when they obtain a client, they want to keep it for as long as they can and really build a strong partnership.
For opportunities, for community engagement, we can set up meetings at conferences. We have the technology at the moment, but there are new technologies being developed. And that would be really good for our development and our quality for our products. And there are new dentist offices coming up that we will be wanting to partner with, and they're currently 200 and how we try that right now.
Who is our target market? The target market of the Vision Dental Lab is nearby, new and existing new offices that go into the office. Examples of which are Cleveland Smile Center and Great Expression Dental Center. These dentistry offices are ones that we're looking to pursue in our business.
The marketing message is transforming dental vision, to be honest. We want to take the vision that the dentist office have and the vision that the clients have, and we can remain the three ways that we can achieve this is through our informational brochure that we've created, our professional LinkedIn account, and our sales team that we can add. The informational brochure contains key information about the business, such as the products and services that we provide. It also contains 3 QR codes, one of which takes you to the company website, one of which takes you to a LinkedIn account, and another one that is a promotion for first-time customers. They're very cheap at only 82 cents a unit. It can also be brought to dental conferences to different companies for our exposure. It can also be used by the sales team when they sell directly to the business.
Let me tell you about the LinkedIn account. The LinkedIn account will contain key information about Vision Dental Lab. A custom design that's made to encapsulate free advertising. You can advertise the limited account for free by just simply having an account every, or pay $33.80 for every 1,000 impressions, which are LinkedIn will make the company show up as you.
For our sales team, we can hire 2 to 3 professionals that are both trained in sales and business. We're paying a base salary of $40,000 with 10% on the commission. This gives them the incentive to work unlimited hours and for them to make as much commission, and will make us the most money. Our QR code on the brochure will track who gave to the brochure and who gets the commission for the brochure.
What will be the impact of this on our life? Vision of Life brings together new and long-lasting partnerships. Like I said earlier, their main goal is to obtain customers who will them for a very long time. Doing this will also provide them the ability to reach out to new customers through new people. Developing social presence. It's important for every company, no matter what the business is, to have some sort of social presence. Being able to have a LinkedIn account for Vision Dental Lab will give them the social presence that they need, and also be able to open up new doors for the advertising and new customers. The other big thing is growing the business both sales and size. As we grow the business in size, we grow new sales team. It will allow the business to bring in more sales, and with more sales, it will be able to grow the business and the sales team will be
Oh, great job. So does an existing dentist, do they have like an annual contract with a supplier like this, or can they just go at will and pick different products from different places?
Yeah, so I know Vision Dental Lab does have dentistry offices like Monroe Falls that they're already partnered with, and they're solely partnered. So Monroe Falls will only send the cases to Vision Dental Lab, but Vision Dental Lab has multiple different partners.
So there's always business, instead of a new dentist coming online, you could go to the existing ones and still either undercut their price, better service, quicker turnaround. I'm sure that all factors in.
Yeah, so for new dental offices that are coming up that aren't partnered with the lab yet, those are those to target. But ones that already are partnered with the lab, Vision Dental Lab will try and go after the ones that are already partnered.
Thank you.
I was curious about the target market. Are they local mostly, or can they work with people regionally, nationally?
Preferably,
That was my question as well. Did you guys think about, shipping the products? Can they go nationally? Is it because of turnaround that they need to, be local? I also had a thought, as maybe a potential user, can I choose who manufactures if I need a crown? You guys have mentioned individuals, or are we particularly looking into, just other companies?
Well, I know Vision Dental Lab has had instances where something is coming in specifically, they can request that and solve this, and so they can choose to answer crown for whatever. Yes. We keep the move by one-stop shopping. We have the deal that it's so often different options, and it is something we provide everything you need, and we can assure you that you need to call us, and that I think that would be a great thing to do. Yeah, so with our sales team, our idea was that we would go, Vision Dental Lab, I know for sure, at one dental conference out in Chicago every year, so they would be going to that and pitch new business to the is there. Then also travel to dentist offices in the area. There are about 20 in Colorado and in this area, 200 in this area. So they would be traveling to those offices and
and Vision Dental Lab. And this class is great. I'm so glad you wore those, Hunter. Best touch ever. I just wanted to share a little bit about their journey as well. So it's nice because they have a very inside connection with that, with being the son of the business owner. And so they had a lot of good communication in trying to find out who do they really work with, who are they going after, how can we expand, what are our needs, we're trying to actually hire on salespeople. And so I thought that was a really great experience that they had. They also got to learn how to expand such a unique business to new markets. And so I was really, really proud of those guys and the way that they pulled together. Next up, we have Strickland's Automotive, and they are presented by Ben DePan, Donovan Robinson, Ben Wilford, and Ramon Wilson. Let's welcome them to the stage.
Hello, I'm Donovan Robinson, the business that we work with is Strickland Automotive. Here's a table of contents so you can see what our presentation is. Now moving on to the background. Strickland Automotive is owned by Tim Strickland and is a 24-hour repair shop in a rural community outside of Akron, Ohio. Located on East Avenue in Tampa, Strickland's is surrounded by multiple retail locations that drives lots of traffic into the area. Strickland services and repairs cars from a simple brake replacement to completely rebuilding assets. All of that at an affordable price. We did a SWOT analysis, and now we'll be going over the strengths and opportunities. Some of the strengths include affordable, great quality, swift, professional, and prime location. And some of the opportunities include older vehicles that aren't covered by dealership warranty, so people will have to get them repaired in their shops. Now passing on to Ben. Okay, my name is Ben DePan. So the target market we are interested in are younger mechanics aged 18 to 30. We're looking for mechanics that are hardworking and efficient after work, but are also honest and full of passion. Most of all, they need to be friendly and inviting.
Alright. I'm Ben Wilford, and I'm going to go over each one of my details. So, our connection to our target market is pretty obvious as it's an employee search, and we are able to filter for experience and age, which is in our target market, but our implementation is also simple as the information is quick listings, so we emphasize critical aspects of the company in the job opportunity. And we're also able to figure out the job opportunity, people in the area, the employees, employers, and etc. The tracking efficacy. So it offers many tools such as trending job seekers that we're able to see on Indeed, as well as the number of specific jobs in the area, employees over time, and the number of candidates and competition scores. Moving on to our costs. So the initial job listing is actually free. So and the only cost is whether or not you want to sponsor a job. So the sponsor initially is $5 a day or $150 a month, and you can scale it as you like. Hello, I'm Ramon. Our second piece of marketing material will be apprenticeships. We went and talked to youth success studies, and basically here, the connection to the target market, we're going to try to enhance the knowledge of the students, personally grow them, and as well as, and most importantly, give them a career opportunity through Strickland. Strickland can easily implement this by scheduling dates and times for the workshop experiences and developing teaching materials such as workshops and classes. An example of these workshops would be diagnosing vehicles, oil changes, and weight road replacement. And then at the end, you have to turn the mechanics into teachers. And what that really means is the mechanics may be able to do the work, but can they teach it? That is very key. Moving on to tracking effectiveness. So the first piece is analyzing how many students actually sign up for the apprenticeship and come through. The second piece is understanding and rating the performance of the students and also the teachers. Being able to know this is so that way we know it's actually working and everything is okay. The cost here is ultimately restricted to invest the time and funds for the workshop. The students are paid by third-party sponsors through the usage of the site. Moving on to the website. So, the connection to the website is it gives the employees the background information of the company and it defines who and what Strickland does and what they stand for. It also reemphasizes the professionalism of the company. The implementation is very simple. All you gotta do is sign up with Google, and we add Strickland, if you want to do any design changes, that should come to us and we can do them. After which we will transfer the ownership of the website to Strickland. And then we're tracking the effectiveness of it. Car.co allows you to connect with Google Analytics, and that way we can see how many users are coming to the website. And with this, we can type in Google Ads and shoot it out in commercial. The cost of the domain is for the first year is $11.99, and after that it's $44.99. We have a mock-up website here. We don't want to put things up. We want to be free, listing, and code marketing. As you can see at the top right, or the top left, we have the owner, Ben Strickland, and then kind of the information about what Strickland does. In comparison to other competitors such as Wix.com and Squarespace, as you can see, annually, Wix.com is at $204, and then Squarespace is at $192, and then Car.co is at $90. So we want to keep everything simple and cheap to implement. And the reason why we didn't want to go with these is because we wouldn't be utilizing the features that Squarespace and Wix also offer. So we want to keep, like I said, everything simple.
Thank you, Ron. We greatly appreciate your time and attention this evening. I want to give a special thanks to our advisor, Ms. Nicholas, and Mr. Tim Strickland for working so diligently with us. We both, throughout this presentation, found our marketing plan to be informative and insightful, what we're now proposing today.
Great job. So this is a very competitive market, obviously, finding qualified people. The apprenticeship, not so much, but is a lot of this driven by pay? In other words, could you poach a mechanic from another shop to come here? Is that part of the marketing to up the pay from what they're making now? And then the apprenticeship, I'm sure they make a lot less. And what's the time frame for them to become a mechanic? So it's a very competitive market, and there's limited mechanics out there, and I know we need some here at Strickland. So is the pay comparable or above? Have you done research on pay? What does it take to get mechanics?
So we haven't done further research on the comparable pay, however, we're doing is that cover the apprenticeship, it would be over a 5-week period where they learn, and I believe they're paid 15 hours from the success of it. However, it's also going through that stage, it's also 15 hours. So while it might not be a full salary, it is that it's a learning experience and it drives their education further, which is I believe.
Great job. I think it's a very interesting problem compared to one we typically see, where as you describe the target market and what makes the position be, it really is the customers. So kind of related to Mayor's question, if you were to describe the unique benefits of the Stricklands to people you're trying to market to, in this case, which are employees, what makes different working experience compared to somewhere else, a dealership, somewhere you might get to work on something more, they can possibly advance or
So I'd say a key honesty. I personally have worked with them, and they are honest, hardworking people, and they're staying after hours. And although I'm able to, new employees that might not seem the best to stay after hours, but for them, it should be much better. So they go out and putting in all the work they have, doing their best job. That's what we're doing. After things, you see that everywhere. From the CEOs and Strickland to Dan, they really push and do the best they can. So I feel like that would be good.
I think at a
a similar question was, I saw you point out that a big thing was that turning the mechanics into teachers rather than just, a normal mechanic. Can you kind of expand upon that? Why did you call that out? It resonated with me. I thought you guys did a great job, so I was just, yeah, if you could expand upon why teachers versus mechanics.
Well, I say that because we know how to do things like, I don't know, you kind of, like, for example, I run track, right? So I have my coach, I run, I do the best I can, right? But I don't know if I can teach anybody like my coach can teach me and how you can teach other people. So turning those mechanics into teachers so they can give the best they got towards the students, I think that's
Strickland's team, thank you so much. I just looked at my judges and said, you guys need to ask more questions. I have a student who is at a track meet right now and is going to try to get back in time to pitch. I'm like, if you don't delay it a little bit, the kid's going to miss his pitch. And we can't because there's only one other kid on his team pitching. So please feel free to hit them with those questions, judges. That has really been an interesting team. So a big pivot of theirs was at first looking at, well, yes, we want mechanics, but we also want customers. And so how do we go and do this? And so it was that whole learning experience of narrowing it down to that one audience for this one campaign. And so I was really proud of them to see the need for that, to go ahead and do that, to step out of that initiative, to go and look for this apprenticeship with this Youth Work Summit, and go through that. Really, really proud of the students. So up next, we have this beautiful woman up here who came to be a part of this at the beginning of the event, standing all by herself. So thank you so much again, Mrs. Miklos. We do have Ohio Organics and Nature, her business, being represented by Sally Cook, Sarah Lynn Schaffner, Gabby Lopax, and Ellie Zeckler. Let's welcome them to the stage.
Hi, we are Ohio Organics and Nature. I'm Gabby, this is Callie, Sarah Lynn, and Ellie, and this is our marketing plan. We have a little bit of an overview of our presentation. Okay, so a little bit about the background of our business is what we do is we sell organic products. And we were previously located in Central Ohio, and now we're shifting to our store, which is fully online. And our goal is to have a healthy lifestyle and to offer the customer the community as well as community around us. So a little bit behind the business is our owner, Amy Miklos, who has a passion for Christ and is a breastfeeding director. After experiencing this, she realized the importance of organic and healthy living, and so she wanted to offer that to everyone around her. And again, we're moving fully online. Looking at the target market of this business, we identified the main primary market as being within ages 22 through 45. Ideally, we're looking at women that are married with children and that are middle to upper income, as is the price limit of the products. From there, we're also looking for women that value healthy living for themselves and their families. A little bit of some observation and analysis that we first looked at when we were researching the business. We saw that they didn't have quite as strong of an online presence, which is especially something that we want to do in stores now moving fully to online. And then we also identified a want to be involved in the community and to make a lasting impact. From there, we looked at some different strengths, competition, opportunities, and the market message. First, looking at the strengths, we saw that we have strong customer relationships, great products, and a growing industry being the organic industry. From there, looking at their competition, what helps to set this business apart is their insured organic product and their small business feel and support. From there, looking at some of their opportunities, there's an opportunity to grow in social media and to expand their presence, as we'll be talking about with our marketing materials, and also to get more into the baby market, as we will also be touching on. From there, this allows us to draw our marketing message, which is leading a clean and researched a few different registry services, and we found that Shopify would most likely be the best option based on the budget, which is $9 a month for the basic version, and then 75 cents for each additional registry. From there, we decided that the way that we would track the efficiency of this is by releasing a promo code that would help to track the efficiency of this. And we would do this through sending out email blasts and postcards to help announce this new message.
So our second marketing strategy is social media. As more of our target market is making the switch from Facebook to Instagram, we decided to announce we're moving to fully online with Instagram. So we were creating a few sample posts that you can slide through. Our marketing message is to create more of an online presence and starting to post on social media and WhatsApp. We plan to use her account as a business account on Instagram to be able to track the progress. As we move our community from in-person to online, we plan to create a new community, as well as the old community that she already has and loves. Here's a list of influencers and brands that we plan to reach to that also share the same goals as Ohio organization. We will be able to track this through expanded website sales and visits, growing followers count, posting community interactions, and especially tracking the on her Instagram account. Our new community will be reached through them and through Instagram threads, an app where you can review and share public conversations.
With Amy going all alone, she wanted a certain aspect of the gratitude that was recommended. She is doing this through the free custom seed card. This relates to the target market because they will love the reusable and recyclable cards. The seed cards help encode the marketing message because these cards reduce carbon footprint. We will track the efficiency by seeing how many customers add the social media and show their cards grow into a beautiful wild card. The cost of these cards are 34 cents per card. Here we have an example of an uneffective seed card.
Along with these seed cards, we're also going to be introducing two different mail campaigns that will be utilizing postcards. The first was, as mentioned earlier, with the baby registry, and then the second will be postcards that are announcing she's moving to online. Beyond these postcards, we will also be doing email blasts for current customers announcing these messages. Looking at the cost of these postcards, so for each campaign, it'll be about $1,950 for 5,000 of these cards, and we're able to identify for target market using her square strategy.
And our last method of marketing would be our packaging. So our packaging would be like what you've seen before, except with our company logo on it, and it would also be biodegradable. So the way we want this to connect to our target market was bringing organic from our store to your door. The way we would track it would be to look on Square and see who ordered, and then see which of those people ordered again. And the cost of the box would be about $20.50 for about 20 average size boxes.
So to conclude, throughout all these marketing messages, we decided to stay consistent with Amy's brand, which is that she wants to do good in the community by providing safe and organic products. So looking at this target market and looking at all the different avenues that we thought that we would be able to reach this is what drew us to our 3 different marketing ideas. And we thank you very much for allowing us.
All right, we have about 20 questions. So first, what is the breakdown of the products? So is it majority food, clothing? Do you know what percentage there is so you know who to target?
Well, it's a little bit of both. We're trying to shift more of our focus towards the clothes, like especially with the baby registry. But especially with moving online, the clothes is fresh. So they're a little bit.
Sure.
Why would you want to sell more?
Because moving to online, you can see that this would be the best option, elaborating shipping costs, especially because it's so much harder to ship for food products. It's a lot easier to be able to ship those.
Great job.
Yeah, well done. I appreciate the different avenues question is a question I asked before, Jonathan, but of the competitors in the area, the local competitors, we mostly competing with Amazon and Amazon. Like, what do you offer that I can't get other places online?
So most of our competitors would be Heinen's or Trader Joe's, as they offer organic products as well. The difference between Ohio Organics and Nature and places like Trader Joe's and Heinen's is that you know exactly where they came from, as she partners with different small businesses that sell things on their online shop and in store. So the difference between Ohio Organics is you know exactly where it's from and how it's made.
Follow-up question, that was great. I wonder, have you thought of any avenues where you could still maybe see these in person? If you don't have brick and mortar locally, are there other ways we could still be, I can go to Heineken and look at something on a shelf, but it can't be that, what other do you have any options there?
Yes, so with the baby industry, we have also had the idea of fashion shows, which she has actually done before, so it's nothing really drastically new, so it's definitely attainable and doable. And these would mostly be with kids from her already in her community, and we would use most of her baby clothes. And those would definitely be advertised on social media as well.
My first question is, why is she going online versus in person?
Sure, so I can answer that since I've had many talks with her few close. So she actually has family across many different states, especially for son being a baseball player for the Seattle Mariners, I believe. But anyway, she wanted to be able to spend more time with her family and be able to travel more. So she figured online would be the best way to do this.
So then if it is baby clothes, her, I guess, biggest seller, is that why you guys are focusing a lot on the baby clothes and moving away from food? And I can understand that because, you know, how do you ship food products, you know? Very difficult. So I guess if you think about how going online would affect your business, currently being more physical, how would it impact her going fully online?
So we think that this will certainly have an impact in a multitude of different ways. One of the biggest being, however, that we don't think that there will be this huge of an impact, especially seeing as how she has such a loyal customer base already. We think that loyal customer base will be more than willing to stay with her as she moves online.
More of a comment than a question. In the plan, you mentioned collaborations. In the presentation, you went a little bit further. I don't know if you could strategy and let you had some specific collaborators. I think it's much easier to build on their social media presence than maybe build it. That's a nice choice.
And then also the product, will there be a local warehouse, or is it drop shipped more from the manufacturer, or does it have to be stored somewhere and then shipped out from there, somewhere locally?
So shipping probably will not be a drop shipping method. We talked with her about this. She might move to this in the future, but for right now, we don't think that that's the most feasible option. She actually knows each of the different sellers within her business, so she's able to get these products on hand and she'll be able to store them herself. So I don't think a warehouse is necessary either. We should likely be a different business model besides those.
All right. Thank you, Ohio Organics and Nature. Let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. So it actually wasn't until partly through the process of working with Ohio Organics that they discovered this adjustment, this change to going completely online. And so being able to pivot, like, oh, well, we can't do that anymore, we've got to go this direction, is fantastic. And I loved that they were really looking out for social media influencers who are part of that community. So I actually have a few friends who are in the community where they're very, very conscious of organic and healthy and natural, and they're constantly using that social media platform. So I was really proud of them for that. I do also want to say, so my lacrosse boys and Gabby Wilcox and Kelly, all of these lacrosse girls, best wishes to you at your game. They're all heading out. They're having to get to their games as well. It has been, as many parents in the room know, this beautiful challenge of your kids being involved and enjoying all that high school has to offer. And so I'm very, very excited that so many of our students were able to pitch and play tonight. And so thank you to the parents that are running them to their games so that they can participate in this. All right, next up, I want to go ahead and welcome the Common Grounds Cafe team, presented by Anya Blue, Jacob Gold, and Layla Toner.
Good evening, everyone. We are Common Grounds Cafe, and we're going to be sharing with you our marketing and for this business. We're going to start off by giving you a little background of the business. We're going to move into opportunities and strengths that we have within this business. We're going to talk about our target market, the people that usually come, the people who want more to come, and then we're going to move into our promotional materials and handle programs. So for some business background, Common Grounds Cafe was built in 1999, and it is located within the Parkside Church in Sugar Falls. We offer a wide variety of food coffees, specialty coffee, which is espresso, pastries, soups, and mini milkshakes.
So there's a lot of strengths that we can go over for our coffee shop that we have. And one of them that I like to go over is how affordable it is. And when I compare the prices between our main competitors, Harvard Coffee, we are around $1 less than what they offer as pricing. And we still offer that excellent quality of coffee as they do. Another one that we have is we have a very expansive menu offering cold brew, lattes, milkshakes, soup, and some of the stuff you might see on these tables right there has spinach feta, I think that's what it is. And we also have a very positive environment as this is built inside of a bookstore, which bookstores they usually have a very calming and peaceful environment, and I just think that's a very nice place to be sitting down like a nice hot coffee in the morning. And one of the opportunities that we want to do is by using a lot of our sales by raising awareness with our social media presence and our signage, because most of the time we have a lot of sales on Sundays and Saturdays, but most people don't know that we're open all week. And these are just 3 ways we want to grow as a cafe.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to go over is our target market. So the Common Grounds Cafe's customer base is mostly part-time attendees and their families, but through our marketing team, we would like to expand that to the whole Sugar Falls community, and specifically like soccer moms and their families. As well as those others, because of our immediate location of our store. So our marketing strategy, our mission statement is Common Grounds Cafe is committed to community, connection, and coffee for an affordable cost. We offer excellence in every coffee. So some of our 3 big marketing materials that we're going over in this campaign are Facebook cards that we can hand out to our community, social media, so we do some online marketing there, and our loyalty program, which is customer satisfaction.
Alright, so our first marketing material is our information. And as you can see from there, up in the upper left, we have our brand new logo that we came up with at Common Grounds Cafe. We have our marketing message, our location,
our hours of operation, personally, my favorite part is the QR code that is our menu. And the fun thing about this QR code is it's dynamic, which means that when someone clicks on it, it will tell us that someone's clicked on it, so we can track how many people are clicking on this and how many new customers we're getting from them clicking to see our new menu.
All right, next we have our social media platforms. We do pick up in regards to people around our site church and even at businesses and offering businesses discounts with the company free gift cards. So our site church is here and it's going to be my local businesses working around the country. So our next opportunity is social media marketing. We would focus on opening accounts on both Facebook and Instagram. In Facebook, we would post multiple times a week and join community groups of people around Human Falls and interact with them and build trust and relationships. And that is how we're going to reach our soccer moms and their families. Because Facebook predominantly, and we want to use that in our advantage. And then also we would open an account on Instagram and really encourage interaction with the post and liking and following and leaving comments on what your favorite color is to enter to win a 10% off coupon for the next time that you visit the cafe. So social media is free to use the platforms, but we would do 2 to 3 hours of paid employee time for making new posts and interacting on Facebook and Instagram. So that is our social media. And very lastly, we'd like to implement a loyalty program. This is very popular with a lot of the cafes that we see nowadays, especially in Brooklyn. Essentially what this is a program that you can download on our cash register called Square. And essentially what it is, it's a way for every time you pay with cash and or card, you accumulate points. And whatever those points go to, you can earn 3 cups of coffee and a pastry. The reason we implement this is because we want to attract a large following on the weekdays, but we also want to keep those customers coming back. So this is a really great way to build a lot of loyalty. And as you can see from the percentages, it does boost sales and it helps those people come back, which is one of the goals that we want to implement for our cafe.
And the fun way we want to wrap this up is with our impact. And how all these marketing materials would impact Thomas Brown Cafe is that the info card would be used to increase awareness with local communities and businesses. We would use social media to boost sales with certain groups such as soccer moms. And we would have the loyalty program to build brand loyalty and keep bringing back those customers frequently. And just all these together would encourage an online engagement, which is what we want to kind of aim for.
We want to say a special thank you to Mr. Joey Holloway and his wife Tiffany for helping us with a lot of these ideas and getting them to be a little more advanced in tech. Also, Mrs. Chamberlain for helping us think more clearly about this and to make these projects that we want to do.
Do you feel there's more opportunity for carry out or dine in? And what's the percentage now, roughly? In other words, people want to work in the morning to stop in, and may not have time to read a book at that moment. But is that where you can grow more, or more people to come in and spend more time and more money?
Potentially, with our target market, as we said a few times before, with the community that we want to try and reach is with people who have a little less time in their day to get the things that they need. So what we'd like to offer is a voucher, just come very quickly, make sure come with coffee and pastry, and potentially also bring in some college students as well to come and have that opportunity to sit down and work at. We haven't exactly thought about dine-in and takeout. It has been something that has been talked about briefly, but it's not something that we do a lot of research into. But it's a good opportunity to look into making the cafe more
Good job. Once people like their coffee, they'll come back.
I've been there. I don't go to church there, but I've been there a couple times, and I've never heard that it was open to the public, to be honest. So I thought this was a really fun read, and then also a great presentation. So you listed about 182 people per Sunday. Is it, I think, the average customer level for the busiest time of the week? And then the post there, but Monday through Friday, this is where they're at right now, as far as customers.
Very small. Most of the customers that we get on weekdays are people that work at the church upstairs, and even then, they'll typically pack their own food or own lunch, and they're not even aware that we're open. So that's definitely something that we want to keep prioritize, the awareness that we're open throughout the weekdays and get more following. Maybe not quite fill it out, we need 2 people, but definitely more than we have now, just about 1 to 5 people.
I think it's interesting too, being in the church. So I guess one of my questions is like, what's the goal? Is it to maximize sales? Is it to get people to Parkside to experience the bookstore? Is it more of a mission aspect, or is it about the dollars and cents?
It can be a little bit of both. Something that the cafe really wants, we want to have that positive atmosphere and children are impacted. That was one of our strengths that we had. We don't want to always push the sense that we're a church and come to us because we're Christian. We want to get more customers who aren't necessarily Parkside attendees, which that would raise sales, which is one of our goals that we would like to do. Maybe to get more catering dining as an option, but we would also just like to open up the fact that we are just a very calm and positive environment, and just simply get that out there.
Last question for now. What kind of beans do you use? Because I think if you're competing with hardwood, that's probably a consideration.
You get our beans from Caruso's.
I'm from Kent, so I do that too.
Okay.
I really like that you thought about the loyalty program. I know that brings myself back to other places, whether that's a punch card or points. And I do know I really like that because I think I go with Partisan and I get like a text message and I open it every time and I'm frustrated with it. I think I stopped, but it's not my way now. But I guess why the target market of soccer moms?
That was a little bit after. So we were talking with our advisor, Mr. Joey Hollowell, who owns Kona Ice Coffee, or sorry, Kona Ice and Tom's Traveling Coffee. One of the things that he mentioned was to get more into those space group communities and people chagrin. And he mentioned that one of those communities that just most often are those moms and those soccer moms. So getting those number of followers, those people who are most prominent in the community in chagrin, that's an idea we were out there, which we tried to implement as well. And he also said to bring posters and info cards to smaller businesses in chagrin. So maybe that was thrown out a little randomly, just to help you so more that was kind of why they did the program.
And then just also to add to that, if you are a soccer mom user or have been in your life, your life is crazy and we applaud you, and we also know how important coffee is to keep going, which is why that was part of the program there.
Very, very well done. And then why the new logo? I mean, it's, I guess that's what I do. I guess did you see an opportunity there? What? Yeah, you mentioned you made a logo. So
There really wasn't a logo. We have a sign outside that just simply says Coffee Grounds Cafe. And we know one of the things to do with brand is to help with build brands is to have like recognizable brands. So we tried to choose a logo that obviously had official coffee on, but also had some colors that were really noticeable, some reds in there, the name of the cafe and everything. We basically made a logo for the cafe, just to help with that brand recognition.
All right, now that you're hearing the music playing as well, but I love that they used the priming to go ahead and do that and pull you into the cafe experience. Thank you so much to Common Grounds team, especially for round of applause. Did you even notice? And so, like the speaker was right there. So sneaky about that. They asked me about that yesterday or today. I'm like, absolutely, do it. I love the priming. All right, so with them, it's been really wonderful for them. Layla actually works in that cafe, and so she's experienced those drawn out, boring hours where you don't have customers come in, and she gets to experience the crazy Sundays as well. And so it was also important to her, and getting to have that connection, getting to have that contact with a client so readily accessible, giving them that opportunity. And so it really has just been great being with them as they learn how to market a business within a unique business and draw new customers to a unique environment. But also, as Christ followers, thinking what a great opportunity to draw people into a church building who may not otherwise come into a church building, and maybe show them that, we're not so scary. And so it was exciting for them to get to do that. I'm proud of them. All right, please join me in welcoming our seventh group of the night, Fisher's Cafe and Pub, presented by Catherine Connery, Caroline DeBrasi, Ella Riddell, and Levi Smith.
Thank you all for coming. Our team will be representing Fisher's Cafe. Fisher's has been a family-owned business since 1950 and is currently owned and operated by third-generation owner Rich Fisher. Located in the heart of the peninsula along the towpath, Fisher's offers a wide variety of competitively priced food, from amplified bar food to daily lunch and dinner specials, as well as a full offering. Fisher's is run by multiple experienced managers, and the service is carried out by a number of skilled waiters, waitresses, experts, and cooks. Our target market is in the age range of about 28 to 50. They are looking for a casual, sit-down dining experience at a reasonable price, rather than just fast food. Additionally, our target market is the hikers and bikers who are familiar with the towpath area and the surrounding area around Fisher's. Our main competitor is the Lincoln Museum, located directly across the street. They have a similar array of food as well as a comparable pricing strategy. However, Fisher's has many strengths that give it an edge over its competition. One of these is atmosphere. Because Fisher's has two indoor separate eating areas, they are able to create two atmospheres. One being a more family-friendly cafe atmosphere, the other being a more adult bar atmosphere. Another strength is their high-quality food and quick, efficient service. To prove this, there are numerous online reviews rating both food and service. We believe that once we get people in the door, in a food, our food and service will be enough to create a regular return customer. There is one major opportunity that Fisher's can take advantage of. Because of their very close proximity to the towpath, they are already located in a highly trafficked area. So to fully exploit this opportunity, all Fisher's have to do is get people to notice Fisher's as they're coming on the towpath. So because of this, our marketing messaging is to raise awareness of Fisher's. We want to drive new, younger customers who are active in events around the area but have never heard of Fisher's to both hear about Fisher's and want to come. And then our food and service will speak for itself. So to implement this, we will revamp the sign at the front of the store. We will hold discounts available to the participators in fall items group, and we will create an active display.
Our first marketing strategy is to create the outdoor sign. And then outdoor sign is going to go to the outdoor appearance and visibility of the neighbors around the street. This connects the store with other market because people who are coming off the towpath for Christmas Eve will see the sign and think, oh, there's a restaurant that we want to go to. Our main competitor is right across the street from Lincoln, which has a lot of name recognition and they have a lot of locations. Whereas Fisher's is a local company, so they don't have that name recognition. So better sign would help them to be more noticeable to people on the street or passing by. earn the badges to get discounts when you're in the last minute. These discounts are valid for the first week of September, October, and November. There are different discounts every day. We will get the word out by social media and our community shop. We will also track the efficacy by taking records of how many people use this.
So our third marketing initiative is to create a brand new Instagram. So Fishers actually does have an Instagram right now, but their last post was in 2016, and it was one post of their profile picture. So really not drawing any attention right now. But the main thing that would be really great about having an Instagram account is that you can promote different events at the restaurant, such as the discounts that Caroline was talking about. And it would also just be really easier, a lot easier to get the news out, as opposed to like a newsletter or email or even word of mouth. And Instagram is just more direct way to get information to customers. Another thing that could be really beneficial about having an Instagram is to draw in customers that are maybe tourists, so travelers doing research. So Peninsula does get a lot of tourists because it is such a cute little town. And when people do their research about things to do in Peninsula, if they look up Peninsula, then because that town name is in our account name, our post will pop up on their feed and they'll be more attractive and interested to come in. So it definitely attracts our target market because Instagram is more targeted towards the millennial age, and that is really big on a big chunk of our target market. Also, it attracts their lifestyle, which is more effective, and so it's really not hard to post weekly or even bi-weekly on Instagram. And yeah, you can even create a posting calendar for about a month ahead, and you can schedule the posts, and it would just be really simple. For a normal creator account, the Instagram is free, but you can hire a marketing agent or pay a current employee like Levi here to keep the Instagram going. You can also have paid Instagram ads, which we put our posts on people's accounts and feeds and just bring them in. Another thing that would get our posts on their feeds is to have hashtags that attract the target market. So like time, biking, follow my games free, and local business. That would get our posts on their feed because most people's feeds are kind of coercive, and so that would just fit right in. And the last thing I want to talk about with Instagram is the statistics. So we can track the likes and the shares and even the comments. And something that's really unique about interesting about Instagram is that we can look at the comments that people leave on our posts and see what critiques they have and what they like about Fishers, and just be really interactive with our customers. My team and I believe that these additions to Fishers marketing plan will draw in our target market and increase our profit margins. Once we get people in the door, we're confident that we can keep them returning with our wonderful service and delicious company. One of the biggest benefits of this plan is getting existing customers and new ones to come and enjoy this place with me. On behalf of the team, thank you for your time.
Great job. So we all love Fishers. Everybody's been there, loves it. So Peninsula is really a destination. So your proximity to the national park is huge, and that continues to grow. It's one of the most visited national parks in the country. It continues to grow. One thing to think about, it's going to sound bizarre, is to maybe even partner with the Winking Lizard and split advertising costs, because you're going to bring people in, they're going to flip a coin and pick one or the other. Also work with the village. I know they're trying to promote themselves as well for the little shops and things there. So being a destination is a little bit different. Once people see that and come down the natural beauty of the towpath, the bike trail, and everything else, I think they'll come back. But maybe to look at a bigger picture of the travel and tourism and tap into that is a little bit different than the normal restaurant goers. So great job.
I was curious, compared to Winking Lizard, which I've been developing straight here in Peninsula, does Winking develop for breakfast? Because that might be, in my mind, that's a differentiator, because Fishers are breakfast, right? So I wonder if there's maybe ways, kind of like the mayor was saying, like, you're kind of in it together, but you can point Peninsula. What do you do with Winking Lizard? Probably not going to do, but make sure.
the best of my knowledge, I don't know 100% sure, I don't really know if that is like this, but Fishers does offer breakfast on weekends. And Fishers also has like lunches events. Blizzard may do that, but we do it pretty often.
Great. Maybe it's even a way to expand too, because you're already good out for breakfast. Drop it in the week. I think more people will slow down and stop in. They will get the famous speeding ticket.
Love the color scheme. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed when we looked up. Did you guys consider parking at all? I visit Peninsula and I go, but I always know, sometimes it's a toss-up where we're going to go based on finding a parking spot one or the other. Was that something you thought about? Just curious.
During our SWOT analysis, we did think a lot about how that is kind of a weakness for Fishers, but we weren't really sure how to combat that because I mean Fishers it's on Main Street and there's not much more room. But yeah, that would be something to think about this week.
Also, in regards to that, one of the main things that we focus on hikers and bikers coming off the road path is that's not really something that they need to worry about. So for other people coming through the peninsula, maybe wanting to go to Fishers driving, that would be concerned. But for the hikers and bikers, you're focusing on having that something that's not really something that you need to worry about.
Just a point of clarification, which sign? Are you adding a sign or you replacing the existing sign?
So yeah, there is an existing sign. There's three different logos that we just have. One is the sign, one on the menu, one on the website. We just wanted to keep one on the website, which is on the current one, and also the outside, so they want it to be nice. So the one outside is kind of just a generic sign that they wanted to just want to put their logo on the sign.
Thank you so much to the Fishers team. Josh, I thought it was interesting that you picked that up because there were only two things that took me to Fishers for the one time I stopped. I drive through Peninsula every single day to come to work, and it was because Levi worked there, so I had a student who told me the food was actually good, because the multiple different signs made me question. And two, Lincoln Lizard had no available parking, and my daughter wanted boneless wings. And I checked Fisher's menu and they had boneless wings. And so that's how we ended up there, because you can't park on the street without paying money. And Lincoln Lizard's parking lot. So I loved that they did focus on those hikers and bikers. So how can we increase our clientele without increasing traffic, without having to figure out about the parking? So beautiful, actually really proud of Catherine for pulling that in at the end. So again, with Fishers, they really had to learn how to think outside of the box. How do we go through with this, and how do we collaborate with something like the parks, so the National Park and Summit County Parks. Really glad for what they've learned going through the process. Next up, we have the W3 Wealth Management Team, presented by Dominic Catalano, Anna Hinka, Brianna Flint, and Charlie Bobs. Let's welcome them to the stage.
They do this in three separate areas. First is cybersecurity, second is accounting, and third is financial planning. Financial planning is the ideal of planning ahead with your money. If you're unfamiliar, W3 does this by finding the right advisor for a client, and then that advisor creating a plan and executing that with the client for the right savings strategy.
For our business's strengths, we have personalized sales offers versatility for client savings plans. Second strength is that W3 is able to spend more time and money with their clients because they are a small business. This enables advisors to have the best relationships with their clients by able to find them better consultants for them. Our opportunities are the option of digital platforms for client engagement, like opening up to different social media platforms as Facebook and things like that. Technological advancements for efficient wealth management by upgrading tech and software, increasing awareness of the importance of wealth management by
So my group and I, we developed 3 different marketing designs that W3 could use in their campaign. The first was a promotional video that I took lead on, along with Charlie in Clips. The target market for that was generally 30 to 40 years old on the younger side of our target market, and people were looking into financially investing, but are not exactly sure how to do it, which the video apologizes. And then finally, because it has a polished and more reserved feel, we're hoping to attract some more high-net clients that are really interested in this topic. The video itself is an overview of what finance is and what W3 has to offer. The marketing message that this video gives is that W3 is open, honest, and most importantly communicable by showing that they're willing to reach out to potential and current clients. Our next step will be to post the video to the official W3 YouTube page, and then to collect analytical data and study that to help focus on what market we want to drive this video towards. Here's a little sneak peek of the video. If you'd like to see more, it will be on the W3 main page later. And if this were to be done officially and professionally, it would be about $1,500 to $2,500.
Our second promo is an advisor advertisement. Our target market for this campaign are individuals looking for different reasons to save, such as retirement, college, or family. We believe this event will help our target market those that are international, experienced, and young. To follow up with the results of this promotion, you can see we can interact with the post and see your job leadership page. You can also post a poll on the website asking where you can find us and get options like friends, family, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Tumblr, etc. If you got this professionally done, it would be around $45 to $55 per hour, and we can clean them ourselves for the week, $9.50 to $1.90 depending on the campaign. You can always go back.
Alright, so our third final promotion is the LinkedIn post. The target market that we're trying to reach with this is high net worth individuals, people with a lot of investable assets to provide to W3, as well as career retirees and retirees, people who are near retirement or are in retirement who are looking to have a steady income throughout retirement. And finally, professionals and executives. With this, we're kind of looking for people who are really high up the food chain who are looking to manage their finances more efficiently. And this correlates back to our marketing message, which shows how W3 is reliable and trustworthy. So what do we do from here? After we create the design and post it to LinkedIn, you can follow up on this by looking at the visitor analytics and demographic data. So with the visitor analytics, we can see likes, comments, shares, etc. That sort of thing. And with demographic data, LinkedIn provides for businesses. We can see who liked it, their job, occupation, where they're from, just seeing if we're reaching the right target market. And the estimated cost for this is about $20 to $40 per post. And then here's the LinkedIn post, and I also have a different preset there.
In conclusion, our marketing pitch will help increase recognition, so trust and credibility with our advisors and our clients, increase client engagement, create difference between W3 and other companies, and increase revenue growth. Thank you for your time and for your questions.
Great job. So are there any other avenues to advertise potentially? I've seen some in the morning news, Glimmer News, I've seen billboards, different type of investment firms and things like that. Did you explore other options besides social media?
So that's actually a great question. We explored probably over a dozen different avenues. We had a lot of great ideas that we thought of. And then we went into it and we realized about all the rules and regulations. So one example was looking into different social media pages right now through us, but we found that they have to use a third party to check whatever social media websites they're using. And that third party actually doesn't pair well with Instagram and Facebook and places like that, which is why they don't have those. And we kept finding that generally in all the different avenues, so it really cut us down to about these 3.
Very good.
I see the second last point is differentiation. So given your target market between 30 to 40-year-olds, who are you differentiating from with that market? In the market specifically, what W3 is hoping to look for, again, we said kind of multiple times, high net clients. There's no problem with the amount of money, but definitely the more that the client brings in, the more that's able to help W3, the more W3 is able to help them. We're on that, looking into the target market. We're hoping to find people geographically near the location, as generally people who are 30 to an hour will be less keen on visiting it. And not only that, looking at people who would fit more of the vibe, as you would call it, of it. Follow. If they're not using W3 now, what are they doing or what might they do otherwise instead of using W3? So, I'm in the target market. I can get a low rate through like regular investing in or something like that. So if I'm investing, what's attractive to you to invest in the body?
Sure, of course. If you actually look at some of our marketing material, like the video that I'll show you on the W3 YouTube page, it goes into why it's important to invest in the opportunities that they give you. So such as retirement, which may seem far off in the future, but you always got to start planning for that. And not only that, but savings such as college funds, or even saving up for houses or cars, everything in your life you can save for, and generally there's so much stuff. It's hard for an average person to go and say, I know exactly what to do. You need to agree most of the time with a lot of this stuff. So it's offering a lot of this work onto someone who actually knows. And in your case, I would say, yes, you don't have to go with W3, but I would make sure whatever financial advice you go with, you make sure you trust them completely. Because you're trusting them with all of your money, your life, your time, everything with you. Usually if something goes wrong, it's a big deal. You want to make sure that you trust that person.
I really liked how your social media posts and your video did a lot of explaining. I think my own social media use, not just on wealth management, but on other topics, I engage regularly because there's an exclamation point. So I really like that you not just explain why W3 is different, but explain the topic at the beginning, because then now you're not excluding the audience that doesn't know, now. So I thought that was really cool. They answered my questions. I did have a thought. I don't know if this is the thing, but did you consider clientele that's already with a financial firm? Did you think about how your opportunity to engage with clients from other areas, how convincing, people that already have a wealth management firm or advisor, did you consider how honestly convincing to go with you? Outside of trust, trust is pretty complicated. I'm sure many wealth management says that,
Right, obviously that's disclosure for everyone. But what we found is that was an option that we looked into towards the beginning. But, and this will make sense once you realize that if you try to attempt to poach other clients from other businesses, such as their main competitor Sequoia, then doesn't that mean that they're a high likelihood of another company poaching them from you, which goes against the reliability that W3 focuses on? So in avenues like that, it makes more sense to actually look at people who are growing up and that W3 is able to build a relationship with, than just to offer a percentage below what the current company's giving. And then that's just bad news to all the businesses,
Give a round of applause to the W3 Wealth Management team for being tonight. Again, what a really great opportunity for these students to learn an industry that they are not very familiar with, right? And being able to think through the regulations that come with working with a financial services company, the regulations that go into some of the more traditional marketing methods that students may be familiar with, really lended to them learning things to consider that they hadn't otherwise considered. I also want to say for them, again, learning the differences between marketing a service and not just those tangible products. And so learning how to, their marketing relationships, and that was a big part of it. So really, really proud of that team. We had to make a little bit of an adjustment in our schedule. So our student is not back from the track meet quite yet. So we're going to flip these last two presentations. So judges, if you would, skip ahead to Van Hollen Dental as I welcome up the Van Hollen Dental team presented by Brenda Chantry, Alex Cook, Hallie Hendricks, and Jonathan Van Hollen. Welcome to the stage.
Hello, my name is Alex Cook. This is Jonathan Van Hallen, Brenda Chantry, and Hallie Hendricks. And today we are presenting our marketing kit plan for Van Hallen. Van Hallen Dental was founded by Dr. Henry Van Hallen in North Carolina on June 25th, 1979. Now, the primary dentist is Dr. Brenda Van Hallen, who specializes in biological dentistry and restorative dentistry. It's a family-like business with offices in Canton, Powder Falls, and Hudson, with very well trained in how to stay in place. What separates a thriving business from a dormant business is a story. Responding to Google reviews will set Van Valley Dental as an active company in Google algorithm, showing our company's website above others when something, again, like Hudson Dentist is searched. Responding through creating long-tail keywords tagged to our website will help increase, again, the appearance of our website relative to other dental companies. And renaming the website title works with the same thing. This can be tracked through the general traffic through our website. In order to attract new patients to Van Valley Dental, we have designed a short-term referral program for the next 90 days. This referral program includes a small business card that looks like this, where it says welcome new patients. This program lasts for the next 90 days, and for every new patient or person who is referred to Van Valley Dental, Dr. Brendan Howard and his team at Van Valley Dental will donate $100 to the School of Business and Entrepreneurship through the CVCA. Now, your role as the audience members, what can you do? You can take one of these cards, down them down. You can share a friend, or you can become a patient yourself. So, in conclusion, by utilizing both physical and digital media, costing us $47.48 for our physical media, and again, $2.59 per click on our pay-per-click advertising, we are able to reach a larger number of potential clients while maintaining a clear vision of the mission for Van Valley Dental, delivering exceptional patient care characterized by service, compassion, and excellence. Lastly, thank you for listening to our presentation, judges, and we'd like to open the floor to questions.
Great job. I noticed in your last picture you had the mayor in there, so nice touch. I'm curious, how often do people switch dentists? Is it generational? In other words, your children will start to go where you go and they continue through their lifetime? Or do people bounce around? Because I'm not familiar.
Yeah, so one of the largest reasons people switch dentists actually has to do with insurance. So when, as we said, our target market is from 26 to 45 years old. That 26 is because young adults can no longer be on their parents' insurance, and therefore will get their insurance through likely whatever job they're working at. And so with that insurance will then be decided where they can generally speaking go to quick dentistry. This is why we set our target market starting at age 26, and that is one of their switching. Like you're no longer under your parents' dental insurance, and you are forced to oftentimes switch dentists.
That's very smart. Good idea. And also, I think you mentioned the new people moving into the community, where maybe from out of state, they're not going to go back to Iowa. So, good marketing move on both of those because it's our potential customers. So, great job.
I think the referral program is great. I think they're donating. I think that's really fun. I'm altruistic. I'm very happy with that. You must have been very advisor too. I think that's something I should point out. It's fine.
talked about new customers. What kind of, have you thought about, or talked to, Manuela about how do they bring people back? Outside of, I bring my kids have been there forever, or I go there. How do you prevent people from switching outside of insurance? What does that look like? Yeah.
I'll actually let Jonathan and Alex answer this question. For Dave's familiarity with the business, but also that he led our formation of our referral program and led our interviews with Dr. Absolutely, I think that's a great question. So first off, one of the things about being out of that's here evidence is how much people like the office. When you go through Google reviews, there are several comments that talk about the exceptional patient care as mentioned in their mission statement. And that's something that people really like and it keeps them here at the office. And another thing about Scan Health Dental is the interior there. It's a place that's super inviting. You step in the dental office and you say, oh, it's the dental office. By the way, the interior is designed, which is another thing that keeps them there along with the excellent staff there. But when it comes to insurance, that is a very tricky concept to do, as everyone has some sort of insurance for the most part, or there's an in-house plan that in-house dental offers where you pay a fee for service. So that's a difficult part in keeping customers due to insurances. As in-house dental loves to help everyone, and they're willing to help everyone, but also when it comes down to insurance. So in final, in-house dental really, and with their patient care, they are very good in taking care of their clients. And again, I will say that through that referral program, we are seeking to bring in new customers from current customers, as well as new customers
Like I said, it does us a really good business. I think that's probably a big value if you just try to not go through that list as much as possible. It's not a very great place to be. I think the materials do communicate that. That's what it's doing.
All right, let's go ahead and thank our Manuela Dental team. All right, we have a Gavin. We're very excited. Very excited that we were able to go ahead. Trying to get to their slides so that you don't have to keep clicking back through. So bear with me for a quick second. But as Manuela Dental is heading down, I just wanted to go ahead with them. They learned to focus on marketing, what really sets a company apart. In this case, the focus on family with making patients feel at home and knowing that going to the dentist is not always very exciting, but welcoming it as for patients, that patient really does come first. And I'm just incredibly proud of the efforts and the creativity that they really put into their plan. So with that said, I want to go ahead and welcome up on stage our very last team. This is representing Bob's Barbershop. We have Caleb Callahan and Gavin O'Keefe. And then they also had Emmy Blackburn and Josie Blackburn working with them, who will be joining their part of the presentation that will be in video right now. So let's go ahead and welcome them to the stage.
Hello, my name is Gavin. This is CJ. Our two other group members, Josie and Emmy, cannot be here, but so this presentation work. A little bit about, we're going to talk about our company background. It was founded in family of 63, founded in 1963 by Bob West. 3 generations have worked there. First being Bob West, second being Bob Harris, and third being Zach Harris. I'm going to describe the relationship as uncle, grandfather, grandchild. Core business offers haircuts, beard trims, and hair products like combs and hair. The team. Zach Harris is the owner. Cindy Harris is his wife, who recently had a baby. Spencer is Zach's brother. And Seth, he's not directly related to the family, but kind of adopted because Seth and Spencer were both best friends childhood friends. Our mission statement is to provide quick, quality haircuts, affordable pricing, and family-friendly fees.
Our team spent a lot of time analyzing barbers. We believe that they have 6 core strengths. They have experienced barbers, quality haircuts, good prices, classic experience, modern styles, and a convenient location. And the customers agree. If you look at their online Google reviews, over 100 people gave a review of 4.8 stars out of 5. Overall, the customers really are happy, and we want to market these strengths. This slide is very important. It breaks down the current customer base. Green shows the majority of the customers. Yellow shows the moderate amount of customers. And red shows the lowest amount of customers, ages 26 to 35. This is the biggest opportunity for growth. Our marketing strategies focus on growing this age group.
It would feature pictures of multi-generational customers, such as fathers and sons, and also
very valuable and multi-generational. Three tools we use to do this is the website, the password pay, and the reward program. We are now open for questions.
Great job. Love the color scheme of the old-fashioned barber shop, which seems like that's gone away. So the male-only clientele, I think, is great. Half the population to target. So, and also the longevity, 61 years. It's not the same location, but just the same business.
Yeah, been like 40. It's been through 4 different stores, Solar being the most recent in 1991. When they started.
Okay, it's still an amazing history, and it's great to promote and play off of that. Good job.
Yeah, good job. I just had 2 questions. I mean, 1 statement and 1 question. I did really like that you introduced cashless payment. I know in the past when I've gone to barber shops, it can be oftentimes that they only offer cash and I have to pay, an ATM fee. So even if you work the, transaction fee into the pricing, it even just looks like, hey, I can just got my card. So good job on that. And then how do you think about, you said family-friendly atmosphere? I know barbershops are usually typically known as not family-friendly. So how do you think you would, I guess, execute that as family-friendly?
Well, first off, I think most males have something in common in sports. So right now they have TVs, they have sports games, right now the Cavs are playing. So that really generates a lot of conversation and family friendly feel like you're with your guys talking about it. So we can do that during the slow times, like when there's no sports. It's a little harder, but they usually play music. They try to ask me questions all the time. So they want to get to know you as a person.
I think a nice mix of approaches. I know social media is kind of a go-to for a lot of marketing plans. As far as like styles concerned, kind of giving a sense of the environment. Do you ever thought about how you might communicate that? Do they have existing social media? Maybe on the website. For example, the Google reviews are great. And like things to maybe, I like watching, craft videos and things where people are like engaging in things that I think like are important to them. I think kind of narrative is something that might fall in that category.
They do not have any current social media. They're first. They tried Facebook, but they didn't keep up with it. So no social media, no website. So that's why we wanted to create a website. And Instagram was another thing to get the youth involved. We do these challenges like TikTok has, for example, like barbers, like you see on their For You page and stuff, talking about their clients and showing the upgrades, like their blow ups, as they say. So yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and congratulate the Fox Barbershop team. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up and representing the team. Skipping back ahead, making sure we are set to go. This is where many of you are going to come into play here. So, I just want to thank our group so much. They did such a great job presenting tonight. I really am proud of them. At this time, I'd like to dismiss our judges. Feel free to take your gelato, your coffee, and your spinach things, and your charcuterie board, and go enjoy your Aladdins that I have for you, if you have any room left. So please. We're going to go ahead and dismiss them to deliberate and choose the winner of our Best Marketing Pitch Award. But thank you, judges, for considering all the students have put together and their plans for these businesses. For the rest of you, this is where we get to go ahead and vote. So I am opening the voting here in a quick second. At this time, we're going to take a short break. During this break, I have a few tasks. Number 1, take a moment to vote for your favorite marketing. Don't scan it yet because it's not live. But it'll be open for 10 minutes from the time I click to the time it's closed. And so with that, I'm also going to ask that you remember the amazing referral program that the Generous Manhala Dental Group has made available. And so if you are not a patient and you are interested at all in giving them a shot and taking them their service, then you, of course, could turn that card in. But if you happen to know people who are looking for a new dentist in the area or moving to the area, I also encourage you to go and make sure you grab those referral cards. So those are backed by the water bottles. Hopefully you also grab water. Enjoy that. Make sure you grab the program. The program is where you'll find the QR code, or of course you can scan it off the screen as well. So voting is live.
Thank you all so much for sticking around. The deliberation is over. So if you can go ahead and find your way to seat, and we're actually going to have Mayor Don Walters is going to be coming to stage in just a few seconds, so I apologize for that timing. But to begin, to present our People's Choice Award, please welcome Mayor Don Walters to the stage.
Just amazing presentations. I know it's hard, especially if you're able to come up here and speak in front of a group and present as well as we did. So we're very proud. We have a great future ahead. So this one we did not pick, we did. And the winner is in, and the People's Choice Award goes to Vision Dental Lab. You know, I'm super blessed to be in this position. Thanks everybody. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you.
Now it is time for what the judges decided. And so I told the judges they can come on up and they can go ahead and share what they liked about each of these teams and introduce to you our third place winner, followed by our second place winner, and then finally the best marketing pitch of the night, our first place winning team. So let's go ahead and welcome Nate Ucha and Josh Robertson.
Thanks for having us out tonight. As always, I love the judges competition. We're so impressed with all of you. Very articulate, working together. As mentioned earlier, this approach to knowledge is really the way beyond high school level. And in terms of the ball, it's really development. But you're doing nothing one. So let's get to that. So in third place, we're really impressed by the thoughtfulness of the plan, the place, the complex, and how all that connects together. The third place goes to Fisher Sky.
And so then if my photographers, after they get their certificates, if you could take the winning teams out to the CVCA backtrack, the Learning Commons foyer, and get their photos with their certificates, I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, it was really a pleasure coming out. It's my first time doing it. So they brought me along. So I had the pleasure of saying we got second place. And this team, we really appreciated the creative solution they had to marketing new people and kind of how to regenerate new business. I love the way they answered the questions and everything like that. So without further ado, second place is Cafe and Building.
wonderful sponsors that took on some of these students. Ohio Organics and Dental are sponsoring the winnings for those teams. So each one of those teams will get to pick out their gift cards. They'll come again tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. We're going to give all tomorrow to celebrate because they worked. Thank you again. It concludes the event. Thank you for spending this special evening. Thank you to everyone who helped make this happen. Thank you to Sayla Gray, Abby Hayes, Molly Hilliard, and Trent Lynn, senior SOBE students, as well as our CVCA staff and faculty who helped make this event possible. And if you enjoyed tonight's event, please consider joining us for our next major event to see a same group of students shine on the stage next January for their business pitch night. We'll be taking a few pictures with the students, the small businesses, and the judges at this time, so if you fall in those categories, please make your way to the backdrop for the photographers to get your picture. And thank you again for a wonderful night. Take care.